I think saw some really good bits and some stuff that didn't like, but I don't think I expected anything different. With guys that just haven't played very much, when you make 10 changes to the team, it's going to disrupt something. So my end feeling is we get through, we score 4 goals, we should score more goals for sure. But in the first half, after the first 15 minutes, when we can't quite sustain the same level of intensity, they cause some problems which shouldn't happen. And I mean that really respectfully, because Alloa, the way they approached the game, they were great. But there was a lack of a bit of energy because we had so much of the ball. A lack of energy without it could have proved really costly. So we have a couple of moments we shouldn't have, but that's when the team and the rhythm, the players are not in that. It's difficult sometimes. So I'm pleased with a lot, and some guys. Mikey will be so much better for today. Manny, Tello, Hams are back, so I feel really positive about that. But of course, there's lots to work on and improve. But the most important bit today was I wanted to see some intent to really run in the final third, and in moments we had that, just couldn't sustain it for long enough. And I think guys haven't played a lot of minutes, so a bit tougher than it should have been at times. But as I said, the group as a squad, because we had an opportunity to rest some guys today, which was important. The group as a squad will be stronger for it after the game with the guys that actually got some minutes.
Was Mikey one of the big plus points? Obviously, he's not played for a while, but he shows glimpses of what he's got. Yeah,
he showed glimpses. He's not played at all really. So and he's had a couple of weeks here now. It's been just training, so he's been chomping at the bit. So you saw some moments, and you also saw some moments like he's a young boy. So sometimes, but we have to keep him free and let him express himself. It's not always going to come off. But I loved his intent with the ball. And we need more of that for sure. People are not afraid to lose the ball, risk the ball, run at players, and he'll keep getting better. So I'm really pleased with that. And Tello, I think you can see what he'll bring, the physical profile, the way he takes the ball, the way he moves. And I really liked Hamza's energy when he come on. Hamza, he can do things that other players can't. Sometimes it looks a bit mad, but so if we can get him to make decisions a bit more consistently, I think he'll really help us.
About mad.
Huh? Well, like he tries to nutmeg the boy in the, but then his reaction to losing it is fantastic. So I don't mind it. Like honestly, it's he wants to express himself, he wants to play, and there's never a problem making a mistake as long as the reaction is really, really good. And that's the one thing I'd say today. After a couple of wobbly moments, the guys really reacted well, and they haven't lived it too much on the pitch, them players either. So they'll be much better for today.
The guys concerned about the first goal today. There were 6 or 7 opportunities to clear it, and it wasn't dealt with. Are you concerned about people not taking responsibility at the back? Because it seemed to happen again at the second Alloa goal.
Yeah, again, I think we've made a lot of changes by the second goal, and people didn't, for whatever reason, when the guys are coming on the pitch, they have to really listen to what they're doing. So there's actually 2 players who are just not in a position they should be, which will probably help us a lot. So that's about being really ready when you come on. So that's a frustration. And the first goal is, I feel for Liam. It's just we let the boy on the inside in the first place. He just skips by, and then there's moments we have 4 or 5 bodies, and I think it's an own goal in the end. So it's frustrating, but I don't think we shouldn't concede. But I don't think I expected today to look perfect and fluid and beautiful. Just so many players on the pitch just haven't played any minutes yet, and it's been so full on. It was really important for us as a group and a team and a club that we were able to get some rest into some really important players ahead of Tuesday that will make us stronger. So now we have 2 training days that we can really attack and be ready for Tuesday.
Can the guys that have come in today, Mikey, Tello, Hamza, can they play a big part?
In the next few weeks before the international break, they'll play a huge part, I would have thought, for us, yeah.
Some of the guys that were on the fringes, have they done enough today in your mind to stake a place to be involved in the first team?
Well, I think some of them done some really good stuff. So Manny did some really good stuff, and obviously scores. And then there's some moments like we really need to work on with him. But I think you can see all the attributes he has and the potential he has, which was a big reason we wanted to take him. But of course, there's still lots to work on. He's played in league, non-league, and then League One before that. So some good bits, some bits that will make people better. Joe Rothwell in short spurts today was much more positive with the ball than he was in midweek. So there's loads to come from this group, and some of them have done themselves, taken an opportunity, and some will be maybe a bit frustrated and will want a bit more.
Could you be tempted to start Hamza on Tuesday?
No, I think we have to look at his physical condition. He's literally just come back. He played half an hour. It's a very different game, so I'm not sure how long we would get from him from the start. So we have to utilise him and Tello in the right way.
That's what I was going to ask you about the nines in the position. Are you worried about the performances of the nines so far? That it seems to be that the nines that have came on maybe from substitute, and it doesn't really matter who they are, have been more influential than the ones that have started who maybe struggled to get in the game. Are you concerned about that?
Well, I think it might be that way a lot, because the first one that plays maybe has a bit less space, maybe he's playing against the defenders that are a lot fresher. So he has to, like, it's going to be a team game. He has to soften them up for the next one that comes on. I don't think very often we'll have a front line that starts the game and finishes 90 minutes. Ideally, we'll get into that place as squad because we need energy all the time on the top line. So they have to see it as like, I'm on for 60, 70 minutes, give everything I can. And if then the guy that benefits when he comes on for 20 minutes or half an hour, maybe 10 minutes, whatever it is, benefits from his work, brilliant. That's how they need to see it as a group. So they need to compete, but also help each other to look good. And I think with them in every position, they're just learning. We're learning what we want, what we need, the timing of it, where they need to run, and it's just creating habits. So, yeah, I think at times one's going to have to soften them up and do his bit, and then the other one will come on and reap the reward for that.
Last one.
Be hopeful of adding a wild card to your squad at all, as opposed to today Jayden Meghoma has agreed to loan deal.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'd call anything we had a wild card. I don't think we're going to pluck anything out of nowhere. So Jeff Day was in yesterday, and then by yesterday evening he's maybe not going to be here moving forward because it's a good deal for him and the club. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of days with that. And so we had to be ready to replace him, and we always have been ready. So Jayden's a player we know from Southampton, spent a year with us as a young boy, training every day, understands the work, top talent, played for England at all the youth levels. Brentford signed him for a lot of money for a teenager. And he went on loan last year in the Championship, did really well. So he's a player we know and like, and hopefully at some point he'll be a Rangers player, and you'll know that when he is.
Russell, we've seen some players play on opposite sides, maybe more than some fans might expect. Could you give us a bit of insight into that? Is it all about balance? Does it matter to you which foot they're better on?
No, not really. Who are you talking about specifically?
So I guess Tavernier today, for example, I'm
Yeah.
not sure we've ever seen him at left back. Billy Rice potentially, we've not seen at left back. Obviously, I know Kieran Dowell can play there, but it just feels like you want a left footer on that side at times.
Yeah, I think we would like we would probably like more balance in the team at some point. But people that like Tav was good there. He's fine. So and the wingers I think are all playing on their preferred sides. So I think in terms of defenders, you don't really want people playing too much on the side they don't play. But it's not been a problem for John playing left centre half. But it's why we obviously want to try and add and help by putting a left footer in there at some point, because it will certainly help the performance in terms of being a bit more balanced and fluid.
Thanks, guys.
All good. Cheers, gang.